Interview. If the Gauteng Provincial Government adopt the recommendations by the panel, it'll mean e-tags will be compulsory for all motorists in Gauteng. Motorists will pay when renewing their discs, when buying tyres, and through the fuel levy as well. Well, joining us now in studio is from the ANC Gauteng, Hope Papo. It's good to have you. Welcome to the program. Thanks for being our guest.
Good morning, Leanne, and to the viewers.
Thank you. As the provincial governing party, is the ANC totally happy with the panel's recommendations that came out yesterday?
We think we firstly welcome the report of the panel. The panel provided South Africans through their various organizations and as individuals a space to express opinions on the current model of tolling, which is in the electronic one. We think the question is a bit premature because those very organizations which went to the panel must now engage the recommendations and come out with what will be the best recommendations. Because from our conference in October last year, people said we should actually explore various methods. We were the ones who put the levy, but we made it clear that we are open to other proposals. We think that our delegates said we are a country, we cannot walk away from the debt, but find best methods of clearing the debt, having public infrastructure, because the roads, everybody who went there said the road infrastructure is good. We need to expand public transport. All those responsibilities are very, very important. So the recommendations must be engaged. Rejecting recommendations before, because when you go to a panel to submit, you don't go there thinking that everything you put there is going to be actually, we put the levy, but we made it clear, as I said, that we are open to all other proposals. So everybody must engage the recommendations. The report was only released yesterday. We don't know when did people read the report to be able to make a determination on it.
Okay, let's have a look at the situation currently and the way that motorists feel about e-tolls. I mean, when we look at figures, it really does look like the majority of motorists are not paying for e-tolls. They're adamantly against it. I mean, you've got Kusatu that say they're disappointed that the panel did not call for the scrapping of the entire system. What is the ANC's position on this still?
Our view is that we knew from our own door-to-door work during the election campaign that people are saying we are a responsible country. Scrapping, what does it mean? Walk away from the debt? Does it mean that we don't need good public infrastructure for transport? Expanding public transport? All those things are actually explored in the report, and participation to come up with the best methods. We think that the provincial government and national government must now begin to put figures to the various proposals which are in the recommendations, engage the various organizations. We will be part of that engagement ourselves. We want COSATU to be part of that engagement because rejectionist approach does not help. Because we also do not want to have a situation where we endanger the creditworthiness of the country, because we still have to actually have good road infrastructure going forward. And we think that participation of people and majority of organizations which participated in the panel did not say reject everything, scrap, because we think that the very gantries themselves can be, we made a proposal that they can be used for alternatives. Traffic management, demand management, security on our roads. We are also concerned the issue of people who work in the system. You can just tell people your job is finished. So all those things must be explored. Let us engage the recommendations and come up with the best recommendations for our province and the country.
Okay, so it's something we need to revisit, and I know that that the Premier did say that this would not drag on past the end of February. Can we finally bring some closure to the issue at the beginning of, as he promised, before the end of February?
Absolutely, we think so, because if you engage, people might arrive, for example, say the capped amount is too much, because people are saying, yes, but we think it's still unaffordable. So let's address affordability issues, but not also forget public infrastructure, expansion of public transport, and also ensuring that we do not endanger the creditworthiness of our country.
Let's look at some of the other ways of perhaps paying for these roads. I mean, you say that we have debt, it needs to be paid off, which is a fact. But you know, there could be recommendations of licensing, fuel levies, renewal of vehicles. Are these things?
These are there. That's why we're very surprised that a report is issued. 1 hour after the report, people reject it. Those recommendations are in the report. But you must explore. Do we have a provincial levy or a national levy? What are the figures which you actually, what do you do? People who pass through our roads who are not based in Gauteng, how do you levy them? Those who are based in Gauteng. But we think that the determination by the panel that the lower income and middle income are the worst affected because they are not in the core of the economy, both in Tshwane, Johannesburg, and in Ekurhuleni. It's a very, very important determination. But at the same time, the panel also looked at best practices, what was said in the panel, and we think that South Africans generally are rational people.
Yeah.
They will never say endanger the creditworthiness of the country, but at the same time, we must have good public infrastructure, we must have expand transport. Let us engage the recommendations and come with the best for the province and the country. Rejectionism is not the solution.
All right, let's leave it there. Thank you very much for coming in and giving us the Gauteng ANC's perspective on e-tolls and the recommendations that were put out yesterday. So what's going to happen is a matter of wait and see. End of February, we should get an answer. Thank you to Hope Papo for joining us here on Morning Live.
Thanks, Leanne.
All right.